hello. Happy hump day. Happy Wednesday. Happy Christmas Eve. I'm starting my live a little bit early because I have a lot to do. So when you're tuning in, you are going to be watching me prepare the glaze for my ham. Oh, it's a huge ham. I wanted to start the live early so when people start, you know, falling in, I will already be cooking. And I am sipping on a coquito. This is a traditional Puerto Rican cocktail for Christmas, and it's made of a lot of delicious ingredients, and it's topped with cinnamon, and it has Puerto Rican rum in here. Hi, Jay Kelly. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. Happy Christmas Eve. Or is it Merry Christmas Eve? Which one is it? I'm just going to say Merry Christmas Eve. I am getting started on my ham glaze, and this is going to take a while. So for this Christmas, I am cooking an authentic Mexican Christmas. So I'm going to be making some tamales, and I am making this glaze for this ham. Okay. Oh, so you can say either merry or happy. Well, I'm going to say happy. Happy Christmas Eve. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. The format today is going to be a little different. Yeah, you did beat my brother here. You beat him here. We got to get on him. I started off a little bit early. The format today, you guys, is going to be exactly like the format was for Thanksgiving. What that means is the camera's going to be on and I'm just going to be moving around. All right. Typically with my lives, I like to stay right in front of the camera. I like to have everything right around me. But we are prepping for Christmas dinner. That means I'm going to be in and out of the camera, just getting things together for this holiday for Christmas tomorrow. But I did want to, welcome you guys into my kitchen so you can see what it's like when I prepare Christmas dinner. So welcome you guys. You're making meals with Meka live. We got Jay Kelly in here. We also got 3 more people. So if you're just tuning in, it's perfect timing. I'm just getting started. I am heating up my skillet for my ham glaze. If you guys are a fan of ham, you are going to want this recipe. You need to write down what I am doing. Hello, 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 Callies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you that are just tuning in, you are making meals with Meka live. I am preparing my Christmas meal. I'm going to be in and out of the camera just gathering things, but you guys are just going to see what's going on here. Merry Christmas, little brother. Hey, your friend Jay Kelly beat you here. He said he beat you here. So those of you that are just joining, we are about to make a ham glaze. Really, really quick. I was not a big fan of ham. However, after I tried this ham for Thanksgiving, now I love ham, okay? So I need you guys to pay attention or take notes on this ham glaze. If you want a delicious ham glaze, this is the one for you. I'm also going to be going in and out of the chat interacting. So to a medium pan, I am putting some avocado oil in here. Yes, I am using avocado oil. I would not suggest subbing this oil for anything else except for olive oil, okay? So it is important that you use olive oil or avocado oil. And yes, you guys, I am in my jammies. I don't know who else cooks their Christmas dinner in their jammies, but I do. So to this oil, I am frying up some ancho chilies. These are peppers. You can get these dried. They look like this, okay? These are peppers, and they're going to be delicious. This ham glaze is smoky. It's a little spicy. It's a little sweet. Thank you, Callie, for saying you love my PJs. Thank you. Let me tell you something. I love PJs, okay? I got long sleeve ones. I got shorts. I got PJ gowns. I love PJs. They're just so cozy. All right. So I have my oil warm here. And as I fry these chilies up, I'm going to put them in my blender because we're blending all of this together. Okay. So let's just see if the oil is hot. It's not that hot. I need it to be a little hotter. This chili is doing nothing in this oil, so I'm just going to take it out. And it's okay to take things out. Like if it's not working, instead of doing it wrong, just take it out. My oil isn't hot right now, so I'm just going to take it out. I don't want to waste it. You guys, I have so much going on. What is everybody cooking for Christmas? Let's go. Holler at me. I am making tamales, and I am cooking a ham. We are doing a traditional Mexican Christmas this year. So for Thanksgiving, we do an African American Thanksgiving. Everything is African American. For Christmas, we're doing a Mexican Christmas. That means that you guys are going to be with me as I make my first tamales. I am really excited about these tamales that I'm making. But in the meantime, in between time, let me get you guys closer so you guys can see. Yeah, you guys can see me make this ham glaze, okay? Jay Kelly, hospital food. Are you in the hospital? Oh, no. Callie's going on vacation. Let's go, okay? Hi, Santos. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys are just in time. I am about to start frying up some ancho chili. Okay. I think it's the grease is warm enough. So, you guys, these are dried chilies, and I am just going to quickly fry them. And they're going to rehydrate in this oil. I'm bringing my trash close to me. If you love ham, I want you guys to try this ham glaze. Okay, I have my oven on 375, and right now I'm frying up some ancho chilies. They were dried, and frying them is going to rehydrate them. And they are going to be delicious in this glaze. Merry Christmas Eve, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. We're doing things just a little bit different today. You guys are just hanging out with me in the kitchen as I prepare my Christmas dinner. I have to make this one day. Yes, you do have to make it one day. So the ingredients are, you need ancho chilies. Okay, you also need some arbol peppers. Okay, you're going to need some peanuts. You're going to need some fresh garlic, and you're going to need some onions. I know it sounds crazy, but this is one of the best glazes I've ever had. Okay, this is what got me to liking ham, and I am not a big ham eater, but after I ate it with this glaze, I love ham now. So right now I am just frying some peppers. And you guys really can't see my fry action because you're so far away, but it's okay. I'm going to tell you guys what's going on over here in this pot, in this pan. And I'm just rehydrating, frying some peppers. You guys, I stayed up so late last night. I think I went to bed at maybe like 3 in the morning. Didn't wake up till this afternoon. Okay? That's what Christmas is about. You stay up all night, you cook, you have a good time, you wake up, you open gifts. How's everybody doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. So we're going to be going live for a few hours here, okay? So feel free to dip in, dip out as you want. The format is going to be a little bit different today. You guys are just hanging out with me in the kitchen, okay? As if you were a guest for Christmas. Right now we're frying up these peppers. The big peppers are done. Oh shoot. So y'all see that? So I'm just putting it in the blender. So I have, it's going to be 7 big giant peppers, okay? This is going to be a pepper sauce for this ham. What are you guys doing right now? Are you cooking right now? Are you... Turn this down. I just got to turn that on just for a little bit. Then I'm going to add the little peppers. I'm going to add about 5 of these little peppers. Okay? And this is for my pepper glaze for my ham, guys. So I got the big peppers. Got the little peppers. These only take like 2 seconds. Okay? Now, to this, I'm adding, yes, some onion. I'm frying the onion. Woo! Y'all see that? Watch out. Watch out when you fry onion because it has a water content. Turn this down. So I'm frying some onion. And I'm going to add some peanuts to this mixture. Okay, so guys, if you guys are just tuning in, you are making meals with Meka. I am frying the glaze for my ham, okay? In this pan, I have some onions. Fried onions always smell delicious, and I have peanuts that I'm frying up. Make sure these are nice and toasted. Trust the process, guys. Trust the process. Right now, you're just watching the prep part. So you want these all nice and fried up. Then I'm going to add some fresh garlic to here too. So I have 1 whole onion. I have about 3/4 cup of peanuts. I have 5 garlic cloves, and I am frying these up. Okay? I'm going to add them to my blender. This blender has ancho chilies, and it has arbol peppers. It's smoky. And you guys are probably like, okay, what kind of glaze is this? Watch when I put it over the ham. You guys, this is my ham right here. Let me show you guys my ham. Ooh, that's a big boy. That's a big boy. So he's going to need a really nice glaze. All right, this is almost done. I hope everyone is having a wonderful evening. Merry Christmas Eve. Did you guys go shopping this year? I did very little shopping. I'm not exchanging Christmas gifts this year. Me and my boo, we did do stockings though. We did stockings, so that was our gifts this year. We're filling each other's stockings. Cheers. Cheers to everybody. This is my coquito. It's kind of like a Puerto Rican eggnog. If I can make a reference to anything, that's what that drink is like. All right, I'm just plugging in the blender. Okay. Everything is all cooked and toasted. We're ready to go. We are ready to go. So far, so good. Okay, J. Kelly says so far, so good. No, had a medical situation. Have been in the hospital for a month now. Oh my gosh. Sending you well wishes. That is a big medical situation. You've been in the hospital for a month. Well wishes. J. Kelly, well wishes. Sending you all the well wishes. You guys, so to my blender of peppers, I am adding the oil. This is the avocado oil. I'm adding the oil along with the peanuts, the garlic and the onion to this blender. And this is going to be part of the glaze for my ham. Okay. Oh, it smells delicious in here already. You guys, fried onion and garlic. Come on now. You already know how that's probably smelling. I'm going to need a little bit more oil. I got to go back here. Oh. I'm just going to put a little bit more oil in here. All right. And then let's blend this up, guys. Hi, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You are Making Meals with Meka live. We are in the kitchen and we are preparing Christmas dinner. Right now, I am making a glaze for my ham. This blender has fried peppers. It also has onions, garlic, peanuts, and I'm going to blend this up. Hold on. You know, with something like this, you're going to constantly have to go in there over and over again and stir it up. So you got to be very patient. I got to be patient with my blender. Got to get in here and mix things up. So I'm just making my glaze. The thread is very quiet. Normally you guys are yapping away and chatting. What's going on, everybody? I need this to be diced up. We're just gonna let that work. What's going on here, guys? It's not blended. Did I stuff too much in here? Don't you hate when that happens? Let me get in there and stir it. It's not blended. Okay. Let's see. Okay, so Deontay said he's been cooking since this morning. All right, come on. There we go. You guys, I'm over here struggling with my blender. I can't get my... There it goes. We're just gonna have to struggle through this one together. This is taking forever. Forever. All right, guys. What's going on here? For those of you that's tuning in, you're watching me struggle with my blender. I'm trying to blend my delicious ham glaze. Maybe I should use a food processor instead of a blender. I used a blender last time. All right, let's see here. It's in there, right? You guys, I have no idea what's going on with my blender. I guess I gotta add more oil. All right, let's see. There we go. I guess I didn't have enough oil. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's mix this around again. This is cooking, right? You want something to do one thing, and the tools that you use has something else in mind. I tell you what, though, we're gonna blend this. We're gonna blend this glaze for this ham. I tell you that much. All right, guys, I'm gonna keep focusing on. Just gonna shake it a little. Shake it. Like, this is crazy. All right, let me get down in here. And I don't want to add any more liquid because it's going to be too liquidy, you know. But this is the process. I got to trust it. Okay. All right. For those of you that are just tuning in, you are watching me struggle with my ham glaze. And I still got to add some more stuff to this, guys. In here, we have the chilies and some onions. Just not blended. There we go. Man, that's ridiculous. All right. I think I'm going to add just a little bit of water because it's not enough moisture in there. And I don't want to add any more oil. There we go. How long does it take to freaking blend some ham glaze? I know it better be worth it. It is worth it though. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay. All right. Come on, glaze, get your life. All right, guys. It's looking like it's supposed to be looking. It's supposed to be nice and thick like this, because it's going to glaze our ham. All right, I am almost done. And then we can get the show on the road. All right. This is where your patience comes in, you know, because like you want to like freaking throw the blender across the kitchen, but you cannot do that. So you just got to have patience. And after, all right, come on. Yeah, it's, my mixture is a little stuck in here. Do you guys see all the trouble I am going through for this ham glaze? This better be the most delicious glaze on the planet. Do you hear me? And I still have one more ingredient that I have to add in here. Look at that beautiful color. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for hanging in there. I appreciate all of you guys for hanging in there and watching me struggle with this ham glaze. Look at that. There we go. When you hear that, that means something is stuck in there. Oh, oh, oh. You're back, and I am still making this glaze, Callie. Finally. Dang. Finally, guys. All right, the ham glaze is finally mixing. What happened? Did I break my blender? I got all types of shit going on. I hope I didn't break my blender, guys. Let's see. I broke my blender. That sucks. All right. Hey, that's what cooking live is. Dang, that sucks. I guess I gotta put a blender on my Christmas list. Oh. All right. So we have this. Yeah, I think it did overheat. I hope it's not broken like forever. All right. So we have this glaze, this really thick paste. This is what we want. Okay, can you guys see that? This is exactly what we want. This is a really thick glaze for this ham, because we want it to sit on top of it. So I'm gonna get all of this out. Okay, one thing that we can say is there is never a dull moment when I go live. Never. It's always something, right? So you guys saw me overpower my blender. Salud. All right. Need to get all of this out. And hopefully, you know, my blender works again. So I really love this blender. All right. There was some chunks in there. Okay. This is the must make ham glaze. Okay. So we have peppers in here. And we have ancho peppers. We have an onion. We have peanuts. And we have olive oil. Okay. That's all the spice. Then we're going to stir in about 1 cup of honey. All right. This is going to add that sweetness to the glaze that we all love for ham. Okay. Someone said I need to reset my outlet. Well, yes. Okay. It might have been a mistake when plugging. Okay. You're right. So I'll probably have to reset the outlet. I will do that. But right now I'm worried about I got to get going on this glaze, okay? But it's never a dull moment when cooking live. All right, so we're going to mix the honey in. You guys see that? This is what you want your glaze to look like. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yes! Now, I'm feeling better. You guys are just tuning in. You are making meals with Meka, and I am making this thick, delicious honey glaze. This is a peppered honey glaze for this ham. Put a little bit more honey in it. This has fried intro peppers. You can get those at the grocery store. They're going to be dehydrated. It also has our ball peppers, which are really small red peppers. It has one whole onion and some fresh garlic and peanuts. Yes, and I fried all those ingredients. Then I put them in the blender, and they literally broke my blender. I didn't have enough oil in there. Hi everyone. Hello. We have So in here. We got Sharon in here. Hello. Perfect timing. I just added some honey to my glaze. Now, this is exactly what you want it to look like. A nice, thick paste, okay? Let's glaze this ham, guys. So I have my pan. This is lined with aluminum foil because I want the foil to catch all the glaze when we baste it. This is like I want to say maybe like a 6-pounder. Maybe more. I think it's like a 6-pound ham. Okay. And then we are going to take this. And this is not sliced. Okay. I'm going to slice this maybe 3/4 of the way. But I want to keep it whole because a lot of times when you get sliced ham, it can dry out during cooking, right? So I am going to slice this myself. Someone says it looks like gochujang. It does look like gochujang. Gochujang, that is hard to say, is an Asian chili paste, and it is delicious. And you put it in the refrigerator, but it definitely has this type of consistency. You are 100% right. Hello, Cher Bear. Okay, so here we go. We are going to lather. So this is what you want it to look like, okay? You want to lather your ham with this. And don't get it twisted. Once it gets nice and warm, this has oil in it, it will, fall down and be oozy and ooey gooey. But we want to cover this ham in this paste. Okay? This is going to season. Let me turn it around for you guys to see. This is a bone-in ham. Okay, there's the bone right there. And I am going to just slather this on there. Let it run down the sides. Okay? And then the cool thing is, once this is about 3/4 of the way done, I am going to slice it and rebaste it. So when I slice it, all this seasoning is going to go right down in between the slices, and it's going to season the ham. And thank you for saying it looks good. It smells good. And I have to give props to my blender. Work this little butt off, Hopefully it just needs to rest, and I don't need a new blender for this ham. All right, and I'm going to put it all on there. It might seem like it's a lot, but once, the heat starts working with it, it won't be that much. All right, so did you guys, this is my paste. Looks good. Yay, thank you. It is going to be juicy. It is going to be nice and juicy. I'm not slicing it yet. And I have my oven on 375. You guys, and we just want to make sure that all sides of this ham is covered. Okay? And that's why I like it nice and pasty, so it won't just like fall off, Now some is going to fall off. That's natural. That's gravity. And that's okay, because we're going to keep basting it. But we want to cover all sides of this ham with this delicious ham glaze. It looks like a paste right now, but just wait. Okay. And I'm just going to put the rest on here. Okay. This ham is doing really well handling this glaze. And there we go. All right. Now, the key is to lightly, and when I say lightly, I mean lightly. You have to lightly cover it because we don't want all that deliciousness to be stuck on the foil. Hello, 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 Lively. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But this is the covered ham. Look at that. I missed a little spot down there. It's okay. We're going to get that. But this is the covered ham. And we're just going to cover them nice and lightly with some foil. And then put them in the oven. And when I say nice and lightly, you want to make like a little tint. You know? So I go just a little tint. You want to make just like a little bitty tint that barely touches them. Just like that. Lightly covered. Hi everyone, just tuning in. I have just meticulously covered my ham with foil. If anyone has ever glazed anything or tried to cover something, you know how crucial this part is, to just barely cover it so everything won't come off on the foil. And then we're going to take this big boy and put him in the oven. Woo! All right, he's in there. All right. And I'm just going to let him do his thing for the next 2 hours. In the meantime, I'm going to start washing some dishes because I have to clean up and prepare for the next segment, which are the tamales. You guys, I am really excited about these tamales. If you have never had a tamale, let me know. Put a question mark in the comment section if you have never had a tamale. If you don't know what a tamale is, and I will be more than happy to explain what they are. If you've had tamales and you enjoyed them, let me know what kind of tamales you like. I am making some right now. This has been a 2-day process to make these tamales. I'm on day 2. And this is the fun part. Day 2 is supposed to be the fun part of the tamales. So they are a lot of work to make. Hello, kid. Hi, kid. They are a lot of work to make. But it's okay. You know, when you want something that's delicious, you are going to have to work for them. So I like to call it a labor of love. So we are on day 2. Deontay says he loves tamales, pork, and chicken. So I am making pork tamales today. Yesterday, I cooked and I cooked the meat, which is the pork. It's pork shoulder, and then I also made the chili sauce. This is the sauce that's going to go in the tamales, and this is like liquid gold here. Ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. So I'm really excited. For those of you that don't know, my boyfriend is Mexican. I'm African American, so we just blend our cultures all the time. For Thanksgiving, we do a traditional soul food Thanksgiving. And then for Christmas, we are doing a traditional Mexican Christmas. And that way, we enjoy each other's cultural foods and we learn, you know, different things about each other. And we find out that a lot of there's a lot of similarities between the two cultures. And one thing that I have learned about Hispanic cooking, you guys feel free to chime in and give me your opinions. Like Hispanic cooking is very, very flavorful. So they are going to use a lot of spices, a lot of herbs. They do a lot of marinades, and it just makes the food taste so good. I'm washing dishes right now. So that's why, you know, some dishes do take a lot of work, because there's, you know, a lot of ingredients that go into it, and the food is always so delicious. I mean, so delicious. So I don't mind, cooking tamales for 2 days, because if you've ever had a tamale, it's worth that 2 day. Okay. So right now I just have to wash dishes because I cannot cook when there's clutter everywhere. And I just put my ham in the oven. And guys, that's what we're having for Christmas dinner. So share what you guys are having. If you celebrate Christmas, or if your family does something for Christmas, I would love to know what you guys are having. We are having tamales and we are having ham. And so this is my first year cooking a traditional Mexican Christmas dinner. So I asked them, I said, so what about the vegetables? Are there any vegetables? And he was like, no, we don't need vegetables. We have tamales and we have ham. I'm like, oh, okay, that's fine. So I thought it was, it was just different not to, have any type of vegetables. Because, typically, the food that I've been used to cooking, we either have, we have some mixed greens, we have cabbage, we have some green beans, spinach, something like that. But with this dinner, we're not cooking any vegetables, okay? We're having tamales and we're having ham. And I am totally 100% okay with that. But that's our Christmas dinner, and it's going to be delicious. I am almost done, and then we're going to get started on these tamales. And typically when you make tamales, you can't just make like 1 or 2 tamales, right? If you're going to spend 2 days making a dish, you're going to make a lot. So the recipe that we're using, it makes 60 tamales. Well, I'm not going to make 60. I'm going to do about half of that. We're going to make 30 tamales. And the ones that we're not going to eat, we're either going to give away to friends, or we are going to freeze them, because tamales do freeze really, really well. All right, guys, I am almost done, okay? I had to wash dishes. You are live making meals with Meka on Christmas Eve. And we just put the ham in the oven. The ham is going to cook and baste and be scrumptious. And now it's time to get started on the tamales. All right, I am done washing dishes. Oh my God. I can't even lie though. I really enjoy washing dishes. I just do. Like, I am one of those people that I do not like to go to bed when there's dishes in the sink. They eat hot peppers. Hot peppers are all through this dish. So this dish is going to have some hot peppers in it. I just showed you guys the magic chile sauce that I made last night. It's been marinating. And that's another thing about Hispanic cooking. It's just like when those flavors, if you get them and they're sitting and they marinate, oh my gosh, it's like the best. All right, let's get started on the tamales. So I have my pan. This is the pan that I cooked everything in. For the ham, I'm going to use that. We have to reheat the pork. Deontay says, turnip, mustard, and collard greens, brown sugar ham, sweet potato, sour meatballs, spiced chicken wings, dry rub, boneless chicken thighs, oyster dressing, beans, Cajun sausage, and deviled eggs. That is Deontay's Christmas freaking feast. That is a feast. Nice. My feast is tamales. Tamales and ham. Cheers to that. All right, guys. So, what I have to do for these tamales. This is my pork. Okay. So, I cooked a pork shoulder yesterday for about, I don't know, I cooked it for like 4 hours. I cooked it and it is nice and tender. Deontay, you are definitely a cook, sir. Definitely. This is my pork mixture. I cooked it last night and then I shredded the meat, okay? We have to heat this back up today. So I'm just going to put this in the pan. And we're just going to heat this up. Now, to this pork yesterday, I cooked it with a little peppercorns and some garlic, and also I cooked it with peppercorns, garlic, and onion. So I'm going to let it come to temperature and see if I need to adjust the seasonings, if I need to add anything else. I got done so late last night. I just put this in the refrigerator. I did not even taste it. So we're going to bring this up to temperature and see if I need to add anything else to this mixture. In the meantime, in between time, let me show you guys the corn husk. 1 second. These are corn husks that have been, this is just a weight to weigh them down so it can be submerged in the water. Move this out the way. And these are the corn husks. Okay, so these have been soaking in water and getting nice and soft and ready for us to fill them. So essentially what a tamale is you take masa, which is ground corn. We're going to flavor that with this chili sauce. You mix that together and then you put it in the corn husk. You fill it with some type of meat or beans or cheese. Today we're doing pork. And then you roll it and then you steam them. And they come out to be little pockets of deliciousness. And that's what we're doing today. All right. So I'm just going to take my corn husk out. You have to make sure these are nice and dry before we fill them. And they, like, some of them have, like, I mean, I can only say some of them have, like, the silk still in it. So I'm going to go through and rinse them and make sure they're all nice and dehydrated. I mean, rehydrated, guys. Okay. Welcome, welcome, welcome. And you guys, this is my first time ever making tamales, okay? So we are doing this together. Deontay says, my mom and grannies always cooked a lot and you kept that tradition alive. Wonderful. It is really nice to keep traditions. You guys please share some of your traditions. For those of you that are just tuning in, Merry Christmas. Terry said, Merry Christmas from Houston. Merry Christmas, Terry. You guys that are just tuning in, you are Making Meals with Meka live. And I am giving you guys some insight as to what I am cooking for Christmas. I have my meat for my tamales. It's warming up here on the stove. And I am making tamales and ham for Christmas, okay? So this format is just going to be a little bit different because, of course, I don't have, all my ingredients right to the side for the show that I do. You guys is just hanging out with me in the kitchen. I'm going to be back and forth in front of the camera because I have to get things out of cabinets and drawers. I'll be right back. I have to get a strainer for my husk. Watch my meat. Okay, my meat is right there. Watch it. Make sure it doesn't boil over. All right, I'm back. And guys, I'm just going to take my tamales and just sprinkle them a little bit. Just to make sure I got them all nice and clean. And that's what I'm doing. I'm really excited to be making these. My very first time making tamales, and I want to do them justice, okay? I want to do them justice. So right now I'm just at the sink and I am just washing my tamale holes off. And I'm going to be making around 30 tamales, guys. Around 30. Alright, so I just want to make sure these are nice and good. And then also with the pork shoulder is very fatty, right? So I am going to drain some of that oil off the pork because we don't want greasy ass tamales, okay? We don't want that. So I'm going to drain that pork in a second. I'm just making sure all my corn husks are rinsed. And it says I need to dry them. So I gotta find a way to dry these out. Maybe like a paper towel or something. Alright, hold on. Alright, so I got my corn husks. They're drying. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this Christmas. Okay, so let me... Alright, let's go check on this meat. Y'all see that meat? So here's the meat. Okay, this is the pork. And it has oil. I'm going to drain some of this oil. Okay, I didn't drain it. I didn't drain a lot of it last night. But I don't want all this oil in my meat. So I'm just going to drain the oil off. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Frank. Yes, I am making tamales. Yes, I am. Absolutely, I am. So right now I am draining the pork butt, getting rid of most of the fat because we don't want greasy tamales. We just don't. That is a no-no. Okay? So I'm just draining off, which that's quite a lot, guys. But it's okay. All right, I'm just draining. Perfect. Y'all see that? Pork butt. All right. Now I gotta leave a little bit in there because fat is flavor. Thank you, Frank. Frank said that's awesome that I'm making tamales. Okay. Now let's taste. Put you guys closer now. Hey, come closer. There you guys are. All right, turn this down. Let me taste the pork butt. Tastes delicious to me. It does need a little salt. Just gonna put just a little bit of salt. That's all that needs. It really doesn't need anything else. Okay. And now this is the special chili. So what I did was the same chilies that I used for the ham that I glazed, the arbol ancho chilies. This is ancho chilies that I rehydrated. So basically I took them and I put them in some hot water. Along with, what else did I put in here? Just the chilies in the hot water. And then I blended it. I want to say I put some other stuff in here too. It was last night and we were drinking, so I can't quite remember everything I put in here. What else did I put in here? I think that's what, chilies, and I have to put something else in here, guys. I can't remember what else I put in this chili sauce. I'll give you the recipe a little bit later. All right, that's it. Because this is for my masa. Okay? So, this is my tamale mixture. This is going to be the center. Is my pork with the chili mixer. And it's going to be delicious. All right. This chili mixture has been in the refrigerator, just getting nice and ripe and delicious for the last 24 hours. So let me taste the meat with the chilies. Oh my gosh. Y'all, I'm telling you. Have you ever had something that's so delicious you're like, damn, that's delicious? That meat is delicious. And yes, Frank, we had cocktails last night. That's the best time to have cocktails, is when you're up. You know what I mean? Cooking. So I'm just going to let that do its thing. All right, this is where I need you guys. I need you guys to send me all the positive vibes, because it is time to make the matzo. That is the most important part when you're making tamales, is this matzo. I have watched videos on it. I have read my recipe 3,000 times. And now it's just time to do it. Okay? I can't be a little punk. I'm about to do it. Because the matzo, if you've ever had tamales, you know that will make or break your tamale. So let's get it going. Let's get it going. I have to clear some space over here. You know, there's so much stuff. There's so much that goes into this. Okay, so the matzo. I'm getting to it. I'm getting to it, you guys. I gotta put stuff away. I gotta put everything away. All right, I'm ready. Now, if you guys are, if I have any expert tortilla maker, tamale makers, Frank, you seem like you might be an expert. Feel free to lead me and guide me, okay? Feel free. Don't forget the cheese, gotta have it. Frank, I am not putting cheese in these. I am just using pork, but you can put cheese in tamales, okay? I'll be right back. I gotta get some water, hold on. Yes, I'm in my jammies. I gotta get some water, guys. Shelby said, Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas, Shelby. Okay, I'm stalling. All right. You guys, here is my tamale pot. Okay. Y'all see this? And they're going to steam in this big giant pot. So I'm just getting everything ready for these tamales. And we're just going to steam them. That's what you do to tamales. You have to steam them. Yeah, watching you in a college football game, the only one that's on. Okay, Frank, thanks for watching me in college football. I appreciate you. I'm just filling up my pot. You guys, you see how big this pot is? I could probably fit in here. Okay, let me see. I have to make sure the water level is good. All right, we Gucci. Okay. No more stalling. It's time to do what I need to do. So, to a big bowl. I need everything out of the way. These are my husks. You guys, I'm forming like an assembly line here. For those of you that are just tuning in, you are at the perfect time because we are making tamales. I am about to do the most crucial part in the tamales, which is making the matzo for the tamales, okay? I'm going to start with some butter, okay? Yes, Frank, it is. So I was telling everybody, you guys, so Frank said that this is a tradition for Mexican and Latino families. It is. So those of you that are just tuning in, my boyfriend is Mexican. I am African American. And we have a tradition. Well, we started our own tradition this year. We have a traditional soul food dinner for Thanksgiving, and for Christmas, we have a traditional Mexican Christmas. Okay? So we are making tamales, and we have ham. And I am getting ready to do the masa, which is the outer layer of the tamales. I don't even understand what's going on here today. You guys, I have been having technical difficulties with my small appliances, so they all get a side eye. We're going to start with 1 pound of butter. Okay? I'm going to soften this up. Even though I thought it was softened, I'm going to soften this up. Hi, you guys. Everyone is just tuning in. We got 70 people in here. Those of you just tuning in, we are making a traditional Mexican Christmas dinner. We are making tamales. And I am just warming up my butter right now. I'm softening it up because this butter is supposed to be light and fluffy. Okay? This is hello from China. Hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. You guys, hello. We have BK from China. What's going on in China right now? Welcome. Go ahead and drop in the comments where you are from. I love to see where everyone is from. We have had people from everywhere. Today we have someone from China. If you are from the U.S., go ahead and drop what city and state you are in. Okay. We have someone from Texas. We got Houston, Texas. I was in Houston I was just in Houston in October. You guys, I am in Chicago. Okay. So we got Houston, Texas. We got China. Where in China are you from? Thanks for visiting China. Hello from somewhere. We have South Carolina. Okay. LaShawn, how are you? We have Andre. We have Tara from South Carolina. I was in South Carolina this summer. I was there for Labor Day and had a lovely time. I was at the beach, of course, and had a lovely time in South Carolina. Had some delicious food in South Carolina, too. All right, someone from Maryland. Hello, Maryland. Let's go. We got the East Coast. All right, guys, I am going to fluff up this butter while you guys continue to tell me where you're from. I love to see where you guys are from. So I'm just going to, this butter has to be nice and fluffy. So I'm just going to fluff it up. Okay? And this is the base for the matzah. We have Tennessee. We have New York. Hello. We got Vegas. Let's go. You guys are saying all my favorite places. Hello from Tennessee. Hello, New York. We're at in Tennessee. We're at in New York. We got people from everywhere. We got Vegas, Tennessee, New York. Let's go. Keep telling me where you're from. Drop where you are in the comments, guys. Rep your state, rep your city, rep your country, rep your continent. Okay? That's what we're doing. Right now, I got to make this butter nice and fluffy. We got Rochester, New York. Okay, let's go. I actually drove through Rochester. I didn't stop, but I did. But I drove through Rochester. Middle Tennessee, 2 hours north of Nashville, just before Kentucky. Okay, Tennessee. Okay, let's go. All my bakers, how long do I need to beat this until it's nice and fluffy? We got any bakers on the line. All right. Now, the traditional recipe, we got South Carolina. Someone else is here from South Carolina. Hi, David. That's what am I making? David, I am making some tamales. This is the base of the tamales. I was just about to say that the original recipe calls for lard. Me and my boyfriend both, we have very, very bad reactions to lard. Lard is just straight up grease. We have very bad reactions to lard. So a substitute is butter. Okay, so I am whipping the butter for the matza, for the tamales. And it has to be nice and creamy. We got someone from Miami. Okay, Miami. I think this is ready. This is ready. Okay, here's a little fact. I have been to Florida several times and I have yet to go to Miami. Okay. I feel like I am grown and sexy enough that I need to go to Miami. You know, of course, I've been to Orlando. I've been to Tampa. You know, I need to go to Miami and party. So, I'm gonna go ahead and do a couple more exercises. Diet the first of the year so I can get right because I'm trying to be cute in the streets of Miami. Do you hear me? And yes, this is looking perfect, nice and fluffy. I am getting the extra butter off of here. All right, you guys, now come on now, say a prayer with me, okay? Because this matzo has to be perfecto. So, I am going to get the matzo. This is the matzo right here. All right. Chicago, someone asked if Chicago is cold. You know what? We have a little warm front. It has been in the 50s, okay? I was in Hawaii last week, and then it was like, 80s or whatever. Then I came home, it was like 30s. But then Chicago was good to me. Chicago was like, listen, I'm not going to do that to you, and we're going to warm up. So it's been warm since I've been here. All right. So I'm going to put on a glove because I'm going to have to mix this with my hand, and I have this is a chili mixture, okay? So this is ancho chilies that I have I soaked in water, right? And then I put them in a blender last night to blend them, and this is going to be the ingredient that we mix with our matzo for our tamales. So I'm going to put on a glove. All right. If you guys are watching this in real time, my very first time making this, I'm really excited. And here it goes. Okay. If I can get this glove on. Look at this. Maybe I need a bigger size. Did my hand grow since the last time? These are my catering gloves. Like, what's going on here? Dang. Okay. All right. Am I in? Okay, I'm in. Okay, so I hope my bowl is big enough. I am just going to mix and matzo is corn. It's ground corn. Okay. Oh, it's nice and soft though. I would say it's a little more coarse than flour, but it's, to me, baking soda den gloves. I am supposed to use some baking soda. Look at you. Come on. Who is that? B Echo. You better tell me how to make these. Walk me through it. Okay. This is my very first time. So if you know how to make tamales, please walk me through it. Okay. I've watched several videos. I've seen different ways of making it, and right now I'm just kneading the butter and the matzo together. Okay, Now, I did see some that said baking soda. Some said no baking soda. This one lady said that she doesn't use baking soda because um, she beats the butter so nice and fluffy that you don't need baking soda. Oh, okay. You said I should put baking soda on my hands, then go. See, look at that. I didn't even think about that. Thank you. Tips and tricks. Put a little baking soda on your hand and put your gloves on. All right. Okay, so I think I need to put a little bit more matzo in here.
Masa.
Masa. I keep saying matzo like it has a T. The person that's correcting me in the background, you guys, that's my boyfriend. He's going to be on camera in a second because if he thinks I'm going to fill 30 tamales on my own, he has something else coming. We have someone from Russia. Greetings. Greetings from Russia. Greetings, greetings, greetings from Russia. I am making tamales. Those that are just tuning in, this is a very crucial part. Huh? Damarish. 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 Did I say that right? My friend from Russia? Damarish. Okay. All right, guys. All right. So if anyone has any pointers while I'm making its matzah, come on, feel free. This is a learning environment. We are in the kitchen cooking. We learn from each other. This is my very first time making tamales, and I want to make sure they're delicious. Okay, so I have everything all incorporated. Oh, yeah, he said it was great. Thank you. Thank you. For those of you that are just tuning in, you are making meals with Meka live. I am making tamales for a traditional Mexican Christmas dinner. We have people from everywhere. We have people from Russia, people from China. We have people from all over the United States. We got New York. We have Florida. We have Tennessee. Okay, we have people from South Carolina, from everywhere. It is a lot of work. Someone said that they would like to make tamales too, but it is a lot of work. You know what? It is a lot of work, but the end result is worth it. We have someone from Texas. All right, and this is the chili paste. And I am told I need to pour some of the chili paste in here and just mix. And I also have some of the drippings from the pork from last night. I'm going to put that in here too. And I just have to mix this. Just mix it and mix it and mix it. And this is where the work comes in at. Okay? This is where you just got to literally get down in it. And that is what I'm doing. So I am kneading the dough. All right. And you guys see why I have a glove on, because it's going to get a little messy. It's going to get a little messy. I don't even have on an apron today, guys. I was feeling confident in my masa making skills that I didn't even put on an apron. All right, let me take a thank you, Frank. Thank you. Frank said I'm doing a great job. Frank is an expert tamale maker. He said I'm doing a good job, so I appreciate that. We have Carol that has just joined. Hello, Carol. I am making tamales, and right now I am mixing the chili mixture into the masa, and this is the base. This is the coating for the tamales. Oh man. Yeah, I read somewhere that you can have a mixer. I really just want to stay as traditional as possible. And I have been having some malfunctions with my smaller appliances. Earlier I put and we have people that's on here. They were hanging out and they witnessed it. I basically burned my blender out making making the glaze for my ham. My blender was like, I'm over it. I'm done. Like, I can't do it anymore. So my blender literally stopped working on me, guys. So I'm just going to go old school and just mix this by hand. That way I'll know what the dough is supposed to feel like, you know? And then once, I become a pro at mixing it by hand and I know what the dough is supposed to look and feel like, then I will go ahead and use a mixer. But I tell you right now, my right arm is getting a workout. Okay, this is a workout. Okay, whew. It says, especially if you're doing it online, you don't want any mishaps. Yes. Well, guess what? I had a mishap already online. Every time I go live for my viewers who have watched me, consecutively for live, something always happens in this kitchen when I go live. Something always happens. And today it was my blender. My blender just it just gave up on me. And it took me forever to make that to make the toppings. Okay. Um Reyes, are you decent? I need you to open this container for me. I need my boyfriend to come open this container. It has the. All right, I'm pouring in the last of the chili. But I need some. I also have to put in some of the stock from last night. I guess I can. Well, I got it. So, and the cool thing about that is the fat just rises to the top. So this is the stock that I cook the meat in. Okay. And you guys, thank you for being patient. We are making this masa together. And you have to, just work it out. And okay, it's coming together. It's smelling good, guys. For those of you that are just tuning in, we are making masa for our tamales. And yes, this is a labor of love. So I am kneading the dough. Oh my gosh. This is a lot of work. I'm not even exaggerating. I'm picking up little pieces as they fall over. This is the absolute biggest bowl that I had in my house. I'm good now. I'm good. You said, where's the blender? Yeah, we're not using the blender. And it is a lot of work, but it's okay. It's all right. I'll say I would say maybe 3/4 of the way done. Maybe. Right now it's looking like this. It's supposed to be a really nice, smooth, pasty consistency, and I'm not there yet. So you guys are watching this real time to see what it takes to make tamales. Oh, okay. So I got to pour a little bit more broth in here. And that's essentially what I'm doing. I should have saved some of that broth that I had, that I poured off of that pork. Oh my gosh, this is a lot. Woo! I'm working, guys. I'm working over here. Man. This don't look like the ladies in the video. Okay, now she said I could turn this to the, I got to throw it away. I could turn this on the counter and start kneading. Frank, would you suggest that? I think I'm going to. You say I should turn on the counter and start kneading? Okay, I'm going to take it out of the bowl now and I'm just going to start kneading it. Oh man, this is a lot. There's matzah in here that wasn't even getting any of the love. Okay. Yep. All right. So it's all out of the bowl. It smells great though. All right. Let me move you guys back a little bit so you can see what I see. Okay. Can you guys see? This is my big mound of matzah. Masa. I keep saying matzah like it has a T in it. Masa. And my boyfriend's correcting me in the back. Oh man. You guys didn't tell me. I am going to use both hands. You're right. You guys didn't tell me that this is the work that came in to this. All right. I got stuff on the floor, guys. All right. My OCD is just going to have to wait. All right. So I definitely need some more. I need some more liquid. All right. And I'm going to put a little bit more. I'm going to go around. I got to get all this chili sauce out. So I'm just going to put like a little bit of water in here. Shake it. All right. All right. I'm going in with 2 hands. All right. Tamales. Now, is there a particular way I need to knead this? Let me know. But let me tell you guys, it smells amazing right now. It smells amazing.
You say some of that chili for the meat?
I already put some of the chili in the meat. So the meat is done. You worry about the wrong thing right now. We got to worry about this masa.
Masa.
And getting it. Okay. Yeah, it does. It smells amazing. All right. I'm in 2 hands deep. All right. My boyfriend says the color is there. The color is here, but the texture is not here yet. It's supposed to be a nice, smooth, spreadable texture. So I'm just kneading. And then I guess you just add water. Oh my gosh. Wow. You guys, this is an exercise. Oh my gosh. I had no idea that it was going to be like this. And I'm gathering it from all around. All right. So I'm just going to add a little bit of water at a time because it's supposed to be a really nice, thick, spreadable paste. And it's not that. So I got to add a little bit more water. All right, so that's a little bit at a time. Get that guy in there to help you. Hello? The audience is saying that you need to come help me, honey. I agree. That he needs to come help me, guys. He's over there laughing. Like, it's his turn. You guys want to see him? You guys, put a thumbs up if you guys want my boyfriend to come in here and help me mix this masa. If it's his turn. I think so. They're saying you have to come help, honey. I agree, guys. Look at this. This is a lot. Look, they're giving hearts. Yep, come help. They're saying come help. You guys, he's on this. He's on this live. Huh? It's almost there, though, guys. It's almost there. It's almost to the texture I need. Look, everyone says come help. He's laughing. Come on.
You got it.
You see how you do me?
I believe in you.
Oh, they said come help. All right, I need just a little bit more. You guys, I am sweating. And this dude is laughing at me. I am sweating. So he's watching me struggle. Yes, he is watching me struggle. Look. Yes, Monica. He is watching me struggle, girl. And I bet he be the first one to eat a tamale. Oh, look at this. This is like clay.
It's getting better.
This is what it feels like. It feels like if you guys ever played with a lot of clay as a kid,
It's transforming.
you do need some help. Yeah, I do need help. Ah,
I ain't telling my abuelita did that shit by herself.
what'd you say?
Abuelita did it by herself.
He said his bolita did it by herself. I am not his bolita. I am his novia. Okay? And your novia needs some help. All right, I got 1/3 of it done. Look at that. 1/3. Woo! You guys, he is in there watching me struggle. Y'all see that? Y'all are watching it firsthand. Was I supposed to add salt to this? I hope not. Okay, let's see. This is the paste that we want. We want the spreadable. So this one is done. I'm just gonna set this one to the side. Okay, I'm gonna break this down into 2 more. You guys see? You see me struggling in real time? And he's over there. Oh, the color looks good. You're doing good. Keep it up. I know how to cuss in Spanish. I should cuss at him in Spanish, but I ain't. So this is what they didn't put in the directions. Thank you, Peachy. They didn't say, of all the videos that I watched and the recipes that I read, they didn't say that this was going to be a full body workout. Nobody told me that. Okay? Nobody told me that the masa would be a full body workout. They left that part out in the brochure. Whew! All right. Got 1 more, guys. Oh, I am struggling over here. Almost. That's right. Yeah, they don't tell you how intense making these tamales are. For real, I have a newfound respect for anyone that has made tamales. And you guys, guess what? I took the recipe and I cut it in half. Okay? This is only half of the matzah that the original recipe. I couldn't even imagine. For those of you just tuning in, Mr. Brown asked, what am I making? I am making tamales right now. I am kneading the masa that has really gave me its challenges. Okay, I feel like just a little bit more water and I'll be done to make it nice and pliable. And my boyfriend just sat on the side and watched me. Okay. And you guys, he's on this live thread. So you guys need to tell him that he should be a little bit ashamed of himself for having me do this matzah on my own. If you guys have ever played with clay before, this is exactly what that texture is. It's thick and it's, clumpy. It's not really clumpy anymore. It's really nice and smooth. But I did start with it being nice and clumpy. And I worked my way through it. And I appreciate everyone that's on this live pushing me through while I worked my way through making this masa. Because this was not easy. Okay? This was not easy. Yvonne from New Jersey says, send you some. I will send you some. Okay? But you have to appreciate the love and time and effort that went into this masa. This is probably the most time-consuming part of everything. If I could compare this to something, for you guys that have ever picked greens and you just had tons and tons of bushels of greens, this is that equivalent. Or if there's any other culture on here that's on this live and you guys have a cultural dish, but it requires so much time and patience, that's what this was like. Okay? I understand why these are only made for real around Christmas. Because this is a lot. How many tomatoes? So Someone asked how many tamales is this going to make? This is going to make around 30. I took the recipe and I halved it. You guys, I was supposed to use twice as much masa. No way. No way. No way. But this is, I feel comfortable now. Okay, it's spreadable. I feel like this is good. Thumbs up if you guys think this is good. Yeah, this is only half. And I'm okay with it being only half. All right. So I'm going to, remember this bowl? All right. Woo! This is going into the bowl now. I feel like I need to go shower because I am so hot from the masa. All right. All right, guys. Now I'm just going to let this sit here for a second. And if you guys don't mind, let me clean up. I have to wash the counter off. I have a ton of masa on the floor, but it's okay. All right, now it's time. I'm going to stuff these tamales, which is the fun part. Oh, and y'all didn't hear that. Guess what he said, guys? Or he'll come help me stuff them. Oh, after I did the hard part, the back breaking part, then he's going to come in here. You guys see that? I'm sweating. I am literally sweating. Okay? He's talking about he's going to come in here and help me stuff them. You guys got to give him a hard time when he comes in here, too. He saw me struggling. You guys see that? That's not sparkles on my face. That's sweat. Okay? All right. So I'm just cleaning up. Just take a little break. To clean up, you guys go grab you a cocktail right now. I'm going to just get my workspace ready for the next part of these tamales. I'm not going anywhere. I'm right here, but I'm straightening it up. I hope you guys hang out with me for the fun part when we stuff them. But you guys, this is really a labor of love. Seriously. From yesterday to today, everything about making these. Thank you for saying I'm doing a great job. Thank you. Thank you. You know, and this is my first time making them too, right? So, you know, when you're first making something for the first time, you're not quite sure about things. And it's not until after, you know, they're done cooking will we know. So I'm just going to sweep the floor real quick. Hold on, guys. Watch my masa. I'll be right back. All right, you guys, listen. I dropped so much on the floor right here. So let me clean this up. I think I deserved a cocktail after that. What do you guys think? Do we have more champagne?
No.
No. All right. Look. Okay. I have to clean up the floor. I don't want no Cohiba. I have some Cohiba. It's way too thick.
You want me to go get some? Let me see the number liquor later.
I am back, guys. I am back. Woo! I am breathing hard. Where is my water? Okay, so here comes the fun part. Is stuffing these. Bartender, go to the store. Babe, they told me to tell you to go to the store. Right? Go to. I told him he has to go get me some champagne or something. I just look at this. Thank you. All right, guys. We are back. Okay, wish me. Oh, I hope this matzo. Come on, cross your fingers, you guys. I came back. Where are we at in the cooking? Okay, we are. Someone just came back. Where are we at? We have our matzo already, our masa done, and basically it should be this nice pasty consistency. This is going to go into the into the leaf. So I'm really excited. Yes, I have been working hard, you guys. That was 2.5 pounds. How many pounds was that? That was 2.5 pounds of masa that I just did. Okay, so I can breathe now. Oh, let's check on the ham. Should we check on the ham? Let's check on the ham real quick before we start stuffing. Oh, you guys want to see this ham? I'm gonna rebase it. Let me show you this ham that's been in the oven. Let me show you guys. All right, so those of you that are just tuning in, we are making a traditional Mexican Christmas dinner. This is my ham that I basted. Oh, you guys look at that. So this has a chili base, a chili glaze. And what it does is it sticks to it, okay? So this ham is covered in a chili glaze. And it's nice and thick so it won't just run off. So there's a little bit that's falling down. I'm just going to take it and just put it back on there. But you guys, this is my glaze for the ham. It's looking and smelling delicious. It's been in the oven for about an hour. Okay, so it has about, I want to say about an hour and a half left to cook. And I'm going to slice it in a little bit. But I want it to cook about 3/4 of the way before I slice it. But the ham is looking good. Okay, the ham is looking good. So I'm going to cover it back up and put him back in the oven, lightly covered like that. And we're going to get started on stuffing the tamales. And thank you for saying he looks good. This is a big boy. So let me, and no guys, I still haven't gotten oven mitts yet. I need to get my life together. Oh. All right. All right. Okay, let's stuff these tamales. This is my corn husk. I have washed them. They are nice and dried. Okay, so let's get this assembly line going. Corn husk. Okay, you guys, he's going to the liquor store to get some champagne after he saw me do all that work. Okay. I have my steamer pot. So this is a pot and it has a little pan. It has a pan with some holes and I have water in here. Okay. Now I saw the lady do this trick on the video because the tamales, they have to kind of lay down, but you don't want to fall over. So she took some foil. She took some foil and she made a ball. And then she put it inside of here. And basically, I'm going to lay the tamales on top of it. So it's going to give them something to lean on, if that makes sense. And then what I'll do is I'll turn the camera around so you guys can see how the tamales are laid in this big pot. Okay, so I have my base. All right. You guys, we have the pork mixture, right? We have that. We have the corn husks, and I can't overstuff. That's the big thing about tamales. They cannot be overstuffed. All right, and I have to start on this end. So let's go. Here's the masa. Can you guys see everything? Masa? All right, so for the masa, I don't think it's still, I think it might be a little too dry. What do you guys think? It's supposed to just Okay, it's all right. I gotta do it right. Y'all see his face? It's too thick. Should I use the hand mixer?
Yes.
I'm gonna use a hand mixer. You guys, I gotta use a hand mixer. I'm breaking out the hand mixer, guys. Let this be, let me go through this for you guys, okay? So when you decide that you want to make tamales, you don't have to go through what I went through. So this is still too thick. It should be nice and kind of creamy. Rub a little grease on the corn so it doesn't stick. Okay, I just looked at your site. So that's what you do. You cook online. Hi, Frank. Yes, I do. I am a full-time content creator that I cook online. I also have a catering company, and cooking is my life, and I love it. So what we're going to do, guys, is this matzo is still too thick, and if I'm going to spend 2 days making tamales, I am not going to cut any corners. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I am going to make this still nice and soft, okay? So this is I got to put a little bit more. I got to put a little bit more liquid in here. So I'm just going to start with my hand first to get it moistened. But you guys, we got to do this right, all right? And this is the love-hate relationship that you would have with cooking, right? It's like, oh my gosh, I thought I was finally done, but I'm not. But I'm not going to spend 2 days making tamales and then I make 30 of them and they're not delicious. So hang in there with me, guys, for a little bit longer. I got to get this masa right. And now, I totally understand why this is only whipped out during Christmas time, because this is a lot of work. Let's see here. Put a little bit more broth. I am. Yep, it should just slide right onto it. So I'm just going to knead it just a little bit more. But I feel like I have it soft enough where I don't have to put it back on the counter. And I can just knead it with my hand. But it should just glide right on those corn husks. And it's still a little too dry. Oh my goodness, guys. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me, though. Me eating my night cereal crate. Oh, that is so awesome. Thank you for saying it's peaceful. You're eating cereal, watching me cook. I really appreciate it. You know, I used to love watching cooking shows growing up. And I would sit there and, my mom entrusted me to cook because I love cooking. And so here's a secret. When I would cook, I would pretend that I was on a cooking show every time I would cook. And I would talk to like the audience and tell them what I was doing. And like now here I am cooking for you guys on YouTube. So, listen, follow your dreams. Okay, this is looking a little bit better, guys. I'm almost there. Oh, all right, I'm almost there. I don't even think I need the hand mixer, okay? I don't need the hand mixer. I just have to use a little bit more broth to make this masa. Okay. The boyfriend will be back. I totally underestimated how much liquid you need, okay? The love you put in that matzo is going to be delicious. Thank you, Scott. Thank you so much. You have to cook with love, right? You want the people that's eating your food to enjoy it. And there's nothing better for me than actually watching someone take a bite of my food and they smile. That is the most rewarding thing to me, because it's like, oh, you get it. You get the love, okay? Someone says, I'm following my dreams. I'm writing a cookbook. Let's go. And running an e-commerce business. Let's go. Good job. Let's go living your dreams. Good luck on your cookbook. Let me know when it's published. I will try to pick up a copy, but you got to let me know. All right. Love your advice. I'm going to follow. Please follow. Yes. You guys, we should be living our dreams. Okay? Whatever your dreams are, you should be living your dreams. Seriously. I always knew I wanted to cook. Always. I just, there's things that we do for a living, and then there's our passion, right? Some people are lucky enough to do, do what they're doing for a living, and that's their passion. Some people are very lucky. If you are doing what you love to do, you really never work a day in your life. Even though I'm struggling with this masa and I'm breathing hard, I'm really not working. This is fun for me. But we got to get it to where it needs to be. All right. Let's do a test to see if it, see, oh, that is so much better. Oh, you guys look, that is so much better, right? Before, that's so much better. That's so much better. I'm going to put just a little bit more, and then it's going to be money. It's going to be money. Just a little bit more, it's going to be money. A little bit more, guys, and it's going to be money. Masa is coming. Yes, it's becoming smooth. That's what we want. Okay. I'm going in one more time. One more time, and this should be it. Okay. You guys, so the next time you see a tamale, if you see someone eating a tamale, just know that there was love on the other end of that tamale. Someone worked really hard to make sure that tamale was where it's supposed to be. Because we have been working on this for about an hour, you guys. Yes, this is a lot. But it's worth it. It is worth it. Okay. And I can even tell, I can feel the difference in the texture. And being patient. And sweating. But I'm not sweating into the matzo. That's the most important part. All right, I think I'm almost done. I've been saying that for the past hour, but I really do think, for real, this time. Yeah, someone said this is a lot in the bowl. It is a lot. I actually I just put it back in the bowl. I went from the bowl to the counter, back to the bowl. But I think we're good now. Okay. I think we're good. All right. Can we stuff these now? That's like the most important. That's the fun part. But I'm excited about the masa though. The masa is looking how it's supposed to look. It's smelling delicious. It's corn. So what you're smelling, what I'm smelling, I want you guys to know what I'm smelling. It's like corn and peppers. But not like black pepper. It's like red peppers, and it smells amazing. It smells amazing. All right. I think we're good. All right, let's try this again, guys. All right. Take 2. Those of you that are just tuning in, you are making meals with Meka live. I just finished the masa for the pork tamales. I have the assembly line already, and then the masa was too thick, and I was like, nope, we're making this right. Now let's try again. Okay, guys, fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. All right. Let me just test it before I bring everything over here. So they did it. Okay, let's see. See, it spreads now. It wasn't spreading before. This is what we want. Yeah, you guys see that? This is what we want. Okay, we're good. All right. Let's get this assembly line going one more time. Let me move this out the way. All right, we got the masa. We got our big old pot, our steam pot. And then we have the pork. All right. So I'm going to take some masa. I'm going to spread it. Now, I know someone said oil the corn husk. Hopefully they won't stick. It's not really sticking right now. Because I did put a fair amount of the stock from the pork in this masa. So it does have some natural oils in it. Oh, I love it's coming along together. Yes, thank you. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging in there with me. I know it was tough. And I appreciate you guys hanging in there with me. So now the lady, I'm doing this like a traditional Mexican. But the lady just did it in her hands. I'm going to have to put this on a plate for a second. Okay? I got to. I want to make sure it's all, the video that we watched, like this lady had been making tamales like her whole life. So, she made this look easy peasy. She was just putting them in her hand and it all just flowed together. Me, on the other hand, I'm brand new to this. So I'm just going to have to use a plate, at least for the first couple ones, until I get it down. All right, I'm going to smooth this out. I think it's still a little thick, but this is just going to have to be good enough because we're not, I repeat, we are not going back in with the masa. I think this would be good enough. Okay, so I have my masa down. You guys wish me luck. Okay, I have my masa down. And then you just take a little bit of pork. The key is to not overstuff the tamales. That is the key. And I've learned, and I'm American, we like things that are big. And bigger isn't better all the time, and you don't want to overstuff tamal. So I'm just going to put a little bit of pork right down the center. Okay. And then I'm going to fold it over like that. Fold the top part up. Yes, that's it. And then I'm going to lay it in my pan, in my pot. Here's my pot. Okay, let's do a couple more. Let's see. All right, let's try it again. So take the masa, spread it on here. How's it looking? Talk to me, guys. How's it looking? I am really happy with how the masa turned out. I really am. Because I can pick it up with the back of the spoon and just lay it flat. That's how the lady was doing it. We have someone that knows how to make tamales in here. What is it looking like? Is it looking? Do I have it? Do I have it right? All right. It was already flat. I should just leave it alone. All right. Okay. There we go. Okay. And we're going to steam these. All right. Let's see. Oh, I love what's coming along together. Yes, it is coming along together. Okay. It's looking like that. Put some pork in there. I'm being very careful not to overstuff the tamales because we don't want them overstuffed. And then I fold it over like that. And then fold it up. Ooh, 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 ooh. Set it down. And then I just have 100 more to do. All right, guys, talk to me. I'm feeling good. You guys, I'm feeling good. I made it. You guys helped me through. For those of you that are just tuning in, we are making pork tamales. I have taken the time to do the masa, which is a labor of love. I rolled the masa. I kneaded it. I didn't roll it. I kneaded it. Um, Now I am spreading the masa on the corn husk. And then we're going to put them, I'm putting them in my steamer pot and we're going to steam them. And I have a ham in the oven and we have people just hanging out. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me and getting me through that masa. Okay? No one told me that masa was going to be like that. But we made it through. And I can't wait to eat these tamales. You guys, I didn't put salt in my masa batter. And it's too late now. I don't think I was supposed to, though. I didn't read that anywhere. I mean, it's too late now. Okay, let's read some comments. Are you supposed to fold 3 times? Not from the recipe that I saw. So I'm gonna, and the recipe is the one that my boyfriend chose. He's Mexican. And we're using the recipe that he's like, yeah, this is what my abuelo did, or my abuela did. So they folded it over once, like that, right? And then they rolled up the bottom. And this is how they had them, like this. And then they put it in a little. So I hope I'm not supposed to fold 3 times. What does that do? Just do a little at a time, maybe instead of all that. Okay. Yeah. Well, I have to do all of them. You guys, this is Christmas dinner. So Frank, the guy that I'm talking to now, guys, Frank, he makes tamales, so he's been telling me everything's looking right. Okay, someone said it. Hi, should there be a hymn on? Oh, like some Christmas music. You know, I agree that there should be some Christmas music in the background. My sound guy, which is my boyfriend, he went and made a champagne run because he was supposed to help me with that masa and he didn't. So he went to go get me some champagne because I finished it. But definitely we put some nice little Christmas music in the back. What's the vibe like at your house right now, guys? What's the vibe like? Tell me what's going on. What are you guys doing? Are we listening to Christmas music? Is the family over? I know we had someone sitting eating some cereal, watching me cook, which sounds wonderful. What kind of, I want to know what kind of cereal he was eating. And I'm just stuffing tamales. And I have to be very careful not to overstuff these. And that is my biggest hurdle, is making sure I do not overstuff these. So I'm being very, very cautious. But I do like, a lot of meat in my tamale, but apparently they're not supposed to be overstuffed. Someone says they're just watching me. Well, Carol, I appreciate you just watching me. Thank you for hanging out with me as we make these tamales. Now, listen, they're looking like, you guys, I want to show you I'm going to move the camera real quick. I know this is unconventional, but I want to show you what they're looking like in this pot, okay? So this is what they're looking like in there. Can you guys see? I have them propped up on this aluminum foil, and I'm just stacking them in there. Do you guys see that? And they are going to steam like that. And that's what the lady in the video told me to do. I keep referencing the lady in the video. You guys, my husband is 100% Mexican. But he said like his mom a big cook. right? So he talked about the one thing that she did cook. It was like well, he she made like these eggs for him. They were kind of like over easy eggs, but they really weren't. They weren't all the way done. So they were kind of like eggs that were like halfway cooked, but apparently that's how they were supposed to be. And you kind of drink it. Have you guys ever heard of that before? So that was the only thing that his mom really made. And he loves authentic Mexican food. So we found this recipe, and he was like, that was this recipe was the closest he remembers to tamales growing up. So I everything I'm doing now is from the recipe that he found, and I'm gonna, you know, we're trying this recipe, and hopefully they turn out delicioso, and we'll make them again. Now I think I overstuffed it. The pork should not be coming out the sides. And like once you make something one time, you kind of get a feel for it. You figure out what went well, what didn't go well, and then like the next time, wicked blurry video is you guys is everyone else's video blurry? Let me know. And probably because I switched the camera, but let me know. Put a thumbs up if your video is fine. If your video is blurry, let me know. Put blurry so I can correct it. But it probably got blurry when I switched the screen for you guys. So come in and let me know if your video is okay. I don't want you guys watching me on a blurry screen. You don't look blurred to me. Well, I don't look blurred, but let me know. Oh, it's better now? Okay, is it still blurry or and that's because I switched the camera. YouTube was probably like, wait a minute, what's going on here? Most creators, like, they don't switch the camera around. YouTube was not ready for me to do the camera switch on you guys. So I'm glad it's better now. Look, I'm working through it, you guys. I am working through these tamales. And you guys already know I'm going to do a video when they're done. If you are just tuning in, you are making meals with Meka. We are doing some pork tamales. I finally got the masa to cooperate. My boyfriend's back. Hey, where'd you get those from? With some gloves. The one that watched me struggle with the matzo, guys, he's back.
With the liquor.
He's back with the liquor, is what he said, okay? So he can make me a good little champagne cocktail with the Di Serono. All right. If you have not hit the like button yet, go ahead and like this. If you haven't followed me yet, go ahead and give me a follow. This is what my content is. My content is just wholesome cooking. And I like to cook everything. I am a real big fan of Chinese cooking. I'm always trying different recipes. I love just cultural cooking. So anything cultural, I'm going to try it. All right, guys. So here we go. The tamales are coming along really nicely. I hope that everyone is having a wonderful evening. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. And right now, I'm rolling. I am rolling. Now, the crazy part is I think I probably made too much masa. But you live and you learn, okay? And I'm trying to make sure that I stay focused so you guys can see me stuffing these.
Yeah, really close.
You guys see that? That's the culprit right there. That's the culprit. Are you still on the live, honey? That's the culprit that let me do all that work by myself. Was I supposed to put salt in the masa batter? I don't think so. I didn't. They said we should have some Christmas music playing in the background. Merry Christmas. Where is my wine? Hi, Carol asked us, where's my wine? Well, Carol, I'm glad that you asked. He just got back from the store. I requested some champagne. So he just went and got some champagne, and I am going to make a little cocktail with some champagne and some amaretto. And it's like an amaretto mimosa. Okay. Steve Reyes, there he is. You guys look, he just joined at the bottom.
I've been here.
Oh, I mean he been there. But you know, he was quiet as a church mouse when it was time for him to come help me roll that masa. Okay? He was quiet. But look, the tamales are looking good. I am feeling great. I'm happy with how they're turning out. My pan is filling up. Okay, let's see. Let's go to the comments real quick. And it does take a long time. It does. You guys have seen it does take a long time. Someone says you gotta taste the broth that you're putting in a masa and then get it a cold glass of water. And if it floats, then it's ready. And you gotta taste it before you make it. I did see that if you put it in a cold glass of water, I'm tasting the matzo. It's there. It tastes like the male matzo. Now it's a little bit too late to put it in a cold glass of water. But Michael, you are 100%. Michael, where have you been this whole time? Me and Frank were doing this on our own. Okay? Frank was guiding me through. And then Michael comes with the final play, which is right. Because that recipe did say that. The recipe did say test it in a glass of water. But listen, I was live and I was, struggling. So I couldn't remember everything that the directions said. But the directions did say to taste it and if it floats. It tastes good. It's too late to know if it floats, okay? Because I tell you what, I'm not going back in, okay? I am not going back in this masa. It's just, it is how it is. Very good. Nope, and I don't need salt. No, it tastes like the masa that I know. Don't need salt, which is perfect. Okay? And I'm hoping that it floats. Okay? Because at this point in time, we can't go back. I cannot go back. All right. How many tamales have I made so far, guys? I don't even know. I made a lot so far. And I just know they're going to be so delicious. And you guys want to know the crazy part? After it takes you 2 days to actually prepare the tamales cook in like 20 minutes. Right? They don't take long at all to cook. Someone says I'm doing fine. Thank you, Carol. Carol, thank you. I appreciate the encouragement. I am trying my best here, okay? And that is what makes the holidays so much fun. Because a lot of times people, they want to try something different, for the holidays. We're making new traditions and just trying new recipes. Some things are going to turn out perfectly and some things are going to be an utter disaster. But you have the memory, right? You have the memory of it happening and you can laugh and, it's always going to be a memory. So I'm always going to remember the very first time I made tamales. And how I struggled with this masa, and how I had all you guys just helping me along, cheering me on, letting me know that I can do it. Right? The ham is in the oven and it's smelling delicious. I know I said I'm supposed to make 30 of these. It might be a little bit more. And I keep picking out like little peppercorns. I seasoned this meat with peppercorns yesterday. But you don't want to bite into a peppercorn. That is a huge no-no. So there's every now and then I'll see a peppercorn so if you see me picking something out, that's because I'm just picking out the peppercorn that I see. Okay, so look, this is what the tamale looks like. You fold it over, right? I just do a little pinch and then fold that up. Oh, let me make sure it's closed all the way. Yeah, make sure it's closed all the way. And then fold it up. And then the top part is open, okay? And you just stack it in here. I feel so accomplished right now. Right? I feel so accomplished. This has been amazing, and I really am happy that you guys were able to experience this with me. Experience me making these tamales. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if I would have did the whole recipe that calls for 5 pounds of masa? He went and got 5 pounds of masa. Like you guys, there's a whole other bag of masa, but no, 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 no. Mm-mm. We're not doing that. And the good thing about tamales, um, is you can freeze them. They freeze really, really well, and they defrost really well too. So, all right, that's what I'm going to be doing, guys. I'm just going to be stuffing these tamales. I'm waiting on my cocktail. You guys tell Steve Reyes to finish with my cocktail. He was supposed to be helping me. Honey, you're supposed to help me stuff these. I didn't forget.
You
He,
got it.
he thought I forgot. He was supposed to help me stuff these, guys. And he is not helping. See? He ain't right. Thank you for saying I'm doing great. Thank you. So, what's on your Christmas menu? You guys, what is on your Christmas menu? I am doing a traditional Mexican dinner, and we are having ham and tamales. That's it. Ham and tamales. And I would say just sweet and simple, but you guys saw that there's nothing simple about making tamales. And so hopefully they're going to be delicious from this labor of love. And the ham, well, I can't wait to eat that ham. That ham is going to be great. And I grew up not liking ham, right? It wasn't until I became this adult. Actually, it wasn't until, if I can be honest with you guys, it wasn't until Thanksgiving when I tried this recipe with the ham glaze that I was like, oh my gosh, this ham is delicious. So I've been liking ham ever since. So that is, I'm telling you that to say, hey, if there was something that you didn't like, when you were younger, try it now when you're older. Your taste buds might have changed. You never know. Your taste buds might have changed since the last time you tried it, and now it's delicious and you love it. You never know. So there's so many different size of these tamales. I have some little ones. Look at that. And then I have some bigger ones. And yes, I am making these for Christmas. So my boyfriend said that Mexicans, they do their biggest celebration on the 24th, which is today. So we are eating these tonight. Okay, we're going to hang out tomorrow and, celebrate Christmas, but these are for tonight. I have been, prepping everything since yesterday. So this is the second day. But we are eating these tonight. We are eating that ham tonight. We got gifts for each other. We just did stocking stuffers. So we're going to go through and finish opening those gifts tonight. So this is going to be our Christmas celebration. And then tomorrow, I want to watch, do you guys ever watch the movie A Christmas Story? I love that movie. I watch it every single year. Hopefully it'll be on tonight. They have like the 24 hours of A Christmas Story. So I'm going to watch that and just relax and just enjoy, the day. So I'm hoping that everyone has a lovely Christmas. I hope it turns out exactly how you want. If you're spending it alone, I hope that you're having some solace. If you're spending it with family, I hope that all the family is on their best behavior. Okay? No family drama for Christmas 2025, and that everyone has a wonderful time. And I'm just going to sit here and continue to stuff my tamales. I'm going to keep the camera on. I'm going to check my ham in a little bit. I think I'm going to do a couple more and I'm going to take a break. I'm going to slice the ham. The ham has been going for about an hour and a half, almost 2 hours. So the ham should be nice and ready for me to slice. And I'm just stuffing tamales. I don't even think I needed this much masa, guys. That is the funny part. Okay? That is the funny part. Should we get some Christmas tunes going? What do you guys think? There's nothing like Christmas tunes. Are you guys still here with me? We got 27 people just hanging out, watching me cook. I appreciate you guys. Am I looking like a pro yet? Carol said, looking good. Thank you, Carol. I appreciate you, boo. This one is acting up. I got to put a little bit more in here. It's not laying as flat as I want it to. What does that mean? All right. We got it. We got it. We got it. The thing with me is, like, whenever I make something, even though it's my very first time, like, I feel like I need to cook like a pro. And it's like, come on, that's not realistic. You know, it's your very first time. You're going to make mistakes. I just don't like making mistakes when I cook. And that's just not realistic, because part of cooking and learning is making mistakes, you know. But I'm feeling great at how my tamales. And I know that I'm going to have to continue to add more water to this steam pot. Did you know that, honey?
Did you?
Yeah. We're gonna have to keep adding more water to it. Don't you have anyone to help you? It's just me. My boyfriend's here. He's supposed to be helping. I don't know where he is. He got back. He went and got some liquor. Honey, you want to come help me stuff? You're supposed to come help. I think you should. That was the plan anyway. And he knew we was going to be live too. So he knew he was going to be on camera. Which he doesn't have a problem with being on camera. But this would be a good time for you to come help me. Stuff all these tamales. Whew, this is work. I'm not complaining about the work though. It's a lot of work though. I think I would say I'm maybe halfway done, because I have about half of the meat left. Because you know, like when I run out of meat, that's it. It doesn't matter how much more masa I have or how many corn husks. When you run out of meat, you are done. Okay? So I'm not overstuffing. What are you talking about? It's supposed to be 30. I'm at least done like 20. You're supposed to be helping. And you're not even helping. You're reneging. Woo! All right. Oh! Look, my fingers. The cat came back. Understaffed. I'm not really understaffed. He's in there watching TV. But basically, I'm understaffed. Basically, I am understaffed, guys. But it's okay. I'm going to push through. And these are going to be delicious. Because if he was in here helping, these would have been done by now. They would have been boiling. And I could have showed you guys the finished result. You could have saw how nice and delicious they are. And they're supposed to be nice and tender too. Nice and juicy. Nice and juicy. So So that's what I'm doing. Looks yummy. Thank you. Thank you. The cat came back. I mean, they're looking like all of the videos that I've seen with people making tamales. They're looking exactly like that. That's why I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty good about them. Um, and then this is my first time, so I'm living and I'm learning. And then if I have to make adjustments the next time, that's exactly what I will do. Linda is here. She asked, "What am I making?" Hi, Linda. Welcome. I am making tamales. These are pork tamales, and right now You're at the fun part. You're at the part where I'm actually stuffing them. So I'm putting the masa. I'm putting it on the corn husk, and it's spreading like it should. Everything's looking great. So I'm putting the masa on here. I have some pork that I cooked yesterday, just for these, and I'm just loading them. I'm filling them with a little bit of the pork mixture. Okay. And then I'm folding them like that. And then you fold the bottom up like such. And then I'm putting it in my pot. And here's my pot right here. It's loaded with tamales. Lay it flat or just put a little water at the bottom. 2 pennies when you can. Okay, I'm just reading. I am reading the comments. So I have a steamer pot. The pot has water on the bottom. Then it has like a little, it has a platform for everything else to go on. So it won't be in the water. So these are in a steamer pot. And then I'm going to steam these for, 20 to 25 minutes until they're all done. And I was just telling everyone, the crazy part is they don't take very long to, once you've, prepared them for 2 days, the tamale itself doesn't take long to cook. Basically, you're just cooking the masa. You're steaming the masa and letting all the flavors, gel together. So they aren't going to take very long to cook once they're done. And I am almost done. I could see the finish line. When you start something, you're like, oh my gosh, this is going to take forever. And you're like, oh my gosh, I can see the light at the end of the tunnel. There is a light. There is a light, and I'm getting close to it. I can see it. I can smell it. I appreciate that. Reyes, I really can't believe you're not helping me stuff these tamales, though, bro.
You're doing great.
Huh?
You're doing great.
Yeah, I know, but you say you're going to help me.
Yeah, I know.
Mm-hmm. Don't try to use the live. He's trying to use the live as an excuse, guys. And say it's going to help you alive. I want to make those one day. Cat, yes, this is old school. Cat, make them. Did you see what I went through to make them? Make them. Especially if you love tamales and how they taste, I would say, you have to make them. I would definitely, if I can give anybody any advice on making these, because all of the recipes that you find is going to tell you like this recipe makes 60, or this recipe makes 7 dozen. That is a lot. Okay, find you a recipe or take the recipe and quarter it. Do 1/4 of the recipe, because it really is a lot. Unless you are feeding a huge family or you're going to a family gathering, it really is a lot to make these. So I definitely wouldn't make 30, try making 10, that's what I would do. Hi, we have Curtis here. Hi, Curtis. Welcome, welcome, welcome. For those of you that are just tuning in, you guys are at a great point in the show. We are making tamales, and I am stuffing them right now. I am putting my masa in the corn husk. spreading it out, smoothing it out, and then I am stuffing it with a pork and pepper mixture. Now the thing with about these corn husks, have you guys been noticing like they're all different sizes, right? There's some small ones, there's some bigger ones. I even read that if one is too big, don't feel bad about taking it and breaking it in half because you want your tamales to be all the same size in general. I'm making a big one right here though. All right, this is kind of a big one. Spread that out. Spread it out just a little bit for this big one. That's some corn silk. Salsa. Am I making salsa? No, I didn't think about making salsa. What salsa goes really good with tamales? When I first started eating tamales, for those of you that are authentic, when I first started eating tamales, I really liked enchilada sauce on my tamales. I really did. I thought that it was a delicious additive to the corn. So I would always ask for enchilada sauce, at the restaurants. And of course I got the side eye like, what do you want enchilada sauce for your tamales for? But it was delicious. So they're asking red with pork. I'm not making a salsa. Honey, you know anything about making a salsa for these tamales? We're not making a salsa. But if you have a salsa recipe or a link to one that will go great, I am all for it, I am willing. And I'm pretty sure we have everything that we need for a salsa. But no, we didn't even plan on having salsa with them. We're just, we're just going to have the pork. Okay, yeah, so red with pork and green with chicken. Now, the next ones I will do will probably be some chicken tamales. And I saw some with just green chilies and cheese. Ooh, I bet those would be delicious as well. But we are not having salsa with these. So we're just eating them. We're eating them like this, boo. We are eating them like this. And hopefully they turn out really, really well. I am almost done, guys. I probably got about maybe like 4 more. Maybe around 4 more. And then I'll be done. But look, I have a bruise on my finger from just spooning this filling in here. Let's see. La Canasta Mexican in Phoenix has the best salsa, smooth, deep, and yummy. Ooh, I am all for a good salsa. I just never had salsa on my tamales before. So, you learn something new all the time. I've never, like I said, I did used to put enchilada sauce on here. I would put red enchilada sauce because I love the spiciness. But I even stopped doing that. And I just eat them, like just by themselves. But if salsa is good, then why not? I got a couple more to stuff. And I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to put these on. And then I'm going to show you guys my Christmas ham. It's time to slice him. Look at this little baby one. Look at that little baby. We'll eat it. We eat the baby ones too. I'm almost done. Let me see. I keep saying that. I'm rationing out the meat. Yeah, I got like 3 or 4. You said good job? Mm-hmm. You get a side eye.
Okay. I'm okay with that.
He don't even care like that. You guys, he get a side eye. He's like, I'm okay with that. You okay with me giving you a side eye? Mm-hmm. It could, yeah. Oh, okay. It's spicier than enchilada sauce. Is the champagne ready?
I think so.
All right, guys. Ooh. You guys have stuck with me for real. Use string cheese. No, use string cheese in a, no ma'am, in a tamale?
Oh, hell no.
No, no, no.
Mm-mm.
Crystal, you had me until you said use string cheese. I don't know, string cheese and a tamale? No, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. No, string cheese? Mm-mm. That's mozzarella cheese. I don't know about mozzarella cheese and a tamale.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how. I don't know how that would taste. Maybe some Oaxaca cheese. What do you think, babe?
Oh yeah. Inside of it?
Inside
Or on the top?
with the green chilies.
Oh yeah. Oaxaca.
Oaxaca. If you're making cheese tamales, oh yeah. If I was making cheese tamales, I would use Oaxaca cheese and green chilies. The lady in the video, she was making bean. She was just making beans.
Dang.
She just put the beans in there, no cheese, no nothing. And I'm pretty sure those are pretty.
Straight humble shit. Here.
Yeah. What we got here? Oh, hold on, guys. My cocktail's ready. 1 second. Salud. Ooh. Now that is a big mimosa.
I gotta dry this time.
Ooh. That's good. You guys, we say hi to him. They say hi to you, honey. Hello from Morocco. Hello. Cheers from Morocco. Merry Christmas. You're just tuning in. You are watching me make some pork tamales. I am almost done. I am almost done. For those who are just tuning in, look at that. I am putting the masa in the corn husk, and I am filling it with this delicious pork mixture. And you guys, guess what? Guess what? I have one more to go. One more. One more to go, guys. We have come to the end of the road. I am so excited. I am from, okay, we have someone from Canada. Hi, welcome. Okay, so you guys just go and drop where you are from. Let's put that in the comments. We have someone from Canada. I am right now in Chicago, Illinois. Okay, Calgary, Canada. Hello, welcome from Canada. I am making tamales. Pork tamales, and we have ham in the oven. You guys, we have someone from Oklahoma. That's where Crystal is from. Crystal told me to put my mozzarella cheese in my tamales. We got her from Oklahoma. You know what? I have only driven through Oklahoma. I used to live in Texas. And Oklahoma, Oklahoma, they have more marijuana is legal in Oklahoma, okay? How about that? So, the little drive to Oklahoma, okay? When I used to live in Texas. The last one, guys. This is the last one. Yay! Okay, let's go. You can visit Chicago. Let me know when you visit Chicago. I can tell you all the places to eat. Tell you where to go, where to have fun. This is the last tamale, guys. Whew, I made it. Never would have made it. Okay, look at all this extra masa I didn't even need. Let me show you guys what this pan is looking like. You guys ready? Ooh, can y'all see? Oh! Yes! Yes, yes, yes! Now it's time to turn those on high. Oh my gosh, you guys look. Ooh. You say even grannies are high in Oklahoma. Yes, let's go. Look, we are not judging the grannies for getting high in Oklahoma. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I live in Chicago. Marijuana is legal here in Chicago. Do you know when I go to the dispensary, do you want to know the average age of the individuals that are in Chicago? Let me tell you. At the dispensaries here, it's always the seniors. Okay, the seniors are the ones that are in the dispensaries here in Chicago. So yes, the grannies and grandpas, they get lit. Do you understand me? Oh my gosh, you guys. Hey, brother, I am finally done with the tamales. Woo! You guys saw me struggle. They are done. Okay, now they are on the stove. They're about to, oh, I'm supposed to cover them with a clean towel. Honey, can you at least, can you grab me a clean towel out of the, yeah, a clean kitchen towel? So with the tamales, you guys, I have to turn, yes, I have to turn, put a towel on top of them. But let me tell you guys, we are celebrating. Okay, I have just made 30 tamales, and I struggled a little bit, but we made it. We made it. Okay.
All that masa left?
Yeah, all that masa left. I made too much.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
That's okay.
This one. Now I'm gonna cover the tamales with a fresh, clean towel. And then I'm going to cover the pot. And those are cooking. And all this masa is extra. The struggle was real. Listen, Curtis, the struggle for real was real. Y'all saw me struggling. All right, let's check on this ham. Y'all want to see something beautiful? Let's check on this ham. Be careful not to burn. Put 2 pennies in the water. What does the pennies do? What does the pennies do to the water? I've never heard of putting 2 pennies in the water. You guys, all this masa that I had to whip together is extra. Now I gotta throw it away. It's okay though. We made it. Never would have made it. Y'all know that song? Never would have made it. I'm stronger. Hey, I'm stronger for making tamales. For real. Does this certify me? Am I certified now? All right, let's check on this ham. Let's check on the ham. You guys, it's beginning to look a lot like Christmas. Oh, I'm finished. Listen, this is the joy, okay? When you struggle with the tamales, you gotta, listen, this is the joy. This is the champagne kicking in on God. Mm. Somebody said I should have made tortillas. See, now you're doing too much. No, sir. If you would have saw me struggle with that masa, Kevin, you wouldn't be in here talking about making tortillas, okay? No, sir. But let's get this ham together. Let me get my chopping knife. Hi, gorgeous. You're so cute. You guys, my boyfriend gets away with everything because he's so cute. He's like I can't stay mad at that face. Even though he's supposed to help me, I take one look at him and I melt. Like, he has the most adorable face ever, so he gets away with so much stuff. Okay, let's take this ham. Let's check on the ham. Are you guys ready for this? Are y'all ready for me to cut the ham? Those of you that are just tuning in, we have been live for almost 3 hours now. We're just hanging out, chilling. This is my Christmas dinner. We're making an authentic Mexican Christmas dinner. I have my ham in the oven. I just made 3 zillion tamales. And they are steaming right now, okay? Someone said my hair is beautiful. Thank you. I appreciate that. Let's go in and check on this ham. Someone says you got stronger after making the food, right? Right? Listen, I've made all those tamales. I feel amazing. Okay, so let's take this ham out. Now, okay, so I'm not going to put this ham on because I have a really nice countertop, so we're not going to fuck up our countertops. So, okay. I'm going to put this on a towel. Now, this is a bone-in ham, and I like things with bones because bones have flavor, okay? I'm going to take the ham out. Oh, it's been cooking for about 2 hours, okay? And I haven't sliced it yet. But we're gonna slice it. Woo! Okay. There he is. Now this that you see, oh, it's the glaze. Don't even worry about that. It's thick. So the glaze should be thick. We want the glaze to be thick. So I'm going to, and I didn't slice it initially because I didn't want it to get dry. If you get sliced ham or you slice it too quickly, it gets dry. So I'm going to carve this ham. I'm just going to go through. Oh, you guys need to see this. You guys need to see how my knife just glides through it, okay? So look at this. Oh, look at that. Now that's just the fat. So I'm not gonna, hold on. Okay, now can you see it? I gotta make sure you guys get a good visual. So I'm just gonna go through, ooh, wait. Ooh, and slice it all the way, almost down. It's juicy. Right? Now I'm not slicing it to where it all falls apart. Hold on. You guys, it's just so juicy and tender. Doesn't it look amazing? That's what we wanted. Let me move him. He's so huge though. Okay, there we go. And now it's time to slice. Ooh! And yes, I have to make that much noise because it's when your food turns out exactly how you want it to. Now I'm coming across the bone here. That's okay. Just going to slice down to the bone. Okay. Oh man, you guys, this ham. Oh my goodness. I'm just going to go. I'm slicing some nice pieces. All right, and it's okay. You just turn it and make it. Ooh, look at, oh my gosh. I didn't know that's what you guys saw. I'm just seeing it from my end. All right, so I've hit the bone. So what am I going to do now? Now that it's open and it's, now I'm going to take that beautiful thick, remember this beautiful thick glaze? And just go all through it. Right? We're putting this thick glaze on the inside of the slices. Salud. And that, ooh, is going to flavor all of it. Don't worry, I'll turn it around so you can see it. And that's why you want the glaze that thick, so it can just stick. It can stick to the inside, and then it caramelizes all through the ham. So your ham is flavored with that delicious, thick, luscious glaze. I'll turn it around so you guys can see. But this is perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. All right, I'm going to turn them around. All right. All right, so you guys see that? Ooh! You guys see that? Looks yummy. Yes. Yes, Carol. So every piece, ooh! Every piece is seasoned with that glaze? What? Oh my gosh. Yep, that's a big boy ham right there. And so this glaze, for those of you that weren't here, this glaze is chilies, ancho chilies. So I fried them. I fried ancho chilies. I fried onions. I fried garlic and peanuts in some olive oil. Well, no, I did. I used what kind of oil did I use? I'm drawing a blank. I used avocado oil, guys. So I took some ancho chilies. I fried them. I took and I fried them in some avocado oil. And then I took a whole onion and fried that. I took 5 garlic cloves. I fried that. And I made this fried mixture in peanuts. The peanuts add a different level of flavor that I can't even tell you guys about. So, and I put that in a blender and I made a paste. My blender broke, by the way. Okay, my blender broke. I made a paste, and then I took that paste and I added about a cup and a half of honey. That's where the sweetness came from. And then I used it to glaze the ham, and I put it on the ham whole without slicing it. And now that it's sliced, I am going to put this back in the oven for like another 30 minutes. And now I'm just going to let the meat inside of the ham just cook. And you guys, my tamales are steaming. You can't hear, but they're steaming. Someone says, I'm making you hungry. Well, yes, Carol, you're supposed to be hungry. The ham looks really good, but I miss you making the tamales. Oh, I had to leave. It's okay, Frank, we got through the tamales. We got through it. And I made a big pot, and they're on the stove right now. They're cooking right now. The tamales are steaming right now. Look at this beautiful ham. He's looking wonderful. Now, I'm going to put him back in the oven without the top on, without the cover, because now I want that glaze to really adhere to the meat. So this guy is going back in the oven. Look at that. Ooh, yep. Okay. And guess what, you guys? We're done. You have been hanging out with me for almost 3 hours. I have really appreciated you guys hanging out. I know you want to see how the tamales turn out. They still got a while. They still have a while to cook. Should I keep the camera on? Should I keep the camera on? Beautiful ham. Thank you. You're a good cook. Thank you. I mean, I can't keep the camera on. I'm just going to be cleaning up and washing dishes. But let me see. I'm checking on. Oh, that's hot. Did nobody tell me that was going to be hot? And these are just steaming. I'm now going to have to add more water a little bit. I'm just going to let those steam. And you guys, we are done. Thank you for making meals with Meka. I really appreciate you guys hanging out with me. You saw me do the ham. I pushed through the tamales. Everything's going to turn out delicious. I will post a reel of me, unraveling the tamales, eating the ham. So you will see it on this channel. I'll do a reel on how the Christmas dinner turned out. Frank said, this is my first time seeing you, but I will subscribe and check you out from time to time. Thank you, Frank. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I really appreciate you guys. We've been hanging out for almost 3 hours. You guys are amazing. Okay, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel because I post recipes, food hacks, I do restaurant reviews, everything culinary. And then every single Wednesday on Hump Day, we are live in the kitchen cooking. This was a different segment. When I go live, I typically just don't, go live for this long. I come with a prepared recipe and we cook together. But since it's the holiday season, I just wanted to open up my kitchen to let you guys know how I cook for the holidays. But if you enjoyed yourself, please come back. Next Wednesday is going to be the new year, you guys. Is next Wednesday the new year? No, that's going to be... Oh, it's going to be New Year's Eve. What am I cooking for New Year's Eve? Ooh, you got to tune in. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. I appreciate you guys. Love you all. Thank you for hanging out with me in the kitchen. Stay tuned. I will post a reel so you will know how everything turned out. You guys are amazing. Have an awesome night. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays. Love you guys. You're amazing. Bye, guys. You know what's so funny?